All right. So, welcome to another episode of the CHOW and DIMES podcast. Football season is right around the corner, and today we're going to bring up some of our bets that we're going to talk about, previewing a few of the games, especially our games, Cowboys and Giants, and 49ers and Steelers. And, yeah, dude, I can't wait, honestly. I cannot wait for NFL to start. I am pumped.
Dude, I've got such an itch for football to start. I think I'm breaking out into a fucking rash.
Yeah, I know.
Like
I just hope that both our teams are under the radar a little bit. I think there's a lot that our teams can do this year, but we're both in rebuilds. We both are in rebuilds.
Rebuilds, no.
Technically,
rebuilds, no, but
not rebuilds, but
kind of like letting it play out. You know?
It's at a point where we moved on from our Hall of Fame quarterbacks a few years ago, and we're on the up and up. I think both our teams are. So now we'll see what happens.
It's actually funny how eerily similar both of our teams are.
Yeah, I agree.
Like both
Very
of our
similar.
teams on paper are the third best teams in our division. Like
Yeah.
I know for my division, Cincy, then probably Baltimore,
Yeah.
and the Steelers, and then the Ravens.
Yep.
And if anybody comes at me and says, "Oh, well, the Browns have a better team on," they're the Browns. They're the Browns.
They have one of the best O-lines in the league. They have Deshaun Watson, who, when he played a full season, was top 10 in the league in quarterbacks by far.
Still, bro, he took
One of the
time
best
off
run
of
games in the
football.
league. I mean, they have Amari Cooper, really good one. Defense is pretty good. I can't think of any particular player on their defense besides Garrett, their defensive end. Myles Garrett. Yeah, he's the only guy I can think of really on their defense. Off the top of my head.
He's had 5 straight All-Pro seasons. Nobody talks about him.
Yeah,
he's on the Browns.
He's on the Browns. Yeah. But anyway, let's start with. Do you want to start with our games in particular, or do you want to go into
Let's
your
go with our
bets?
picks first. I feel like the people need to know about our picks.
All right, let's do our picks.
Do you want to start or do you want me to?
We're going which picks? What for?
Well, I'm on DraftKings. You're on.
I'm on FanDuel. Yeah. All right, you start.
All right. So, I don't really have too many picks. I think I have my bankroll allows me to only have 4 or 5 picks, and I'm trying to iron out the last one. But I have oh shit, these are the Thursday games. Okay, never mind. So, for the Thursday games, or depending on when you see this, will be tonight or yesterday's game.
It'll be out.
So y'all will either know my picks before the game or if they hit or not. But got Jameer Gibbs anytime touchdown on FanDuel. On DraftKings, it's plus 135. So I don't know. People are telling me that the other guy is going to start, which I think he should. But also, the best way to get your top 5 or whatever he was taken in the first round pick going, you get him a touchdown against the fucking Super Bowl champs.
They're hyping him up though,
but
Gibbs,
it's
a lot, and he was one of the best running backs in college.
So I think he gets his touches, especially if they get in the red zone. But could be wrong.
Another thing about Gibbs is that I've been seeing stuff on social media where he's saying that he could easily get 1,000 yards rushing, 500 receiving, just because of how their system is. So I don't know. I think they'll have a double-headed running back duo that's going to be nasty.
Then again,
year. And their O-line's good.
Could you imagine if somebody asked him that and he was like, "No, I'm going to fucking suck."
Well, that's the thing. I mean, but
I'm going to put on 50 pounds and be the next Eddie Lacy.
That's true. They do. Yeah, that's a good point. But I still think he's going to be a beast.
I think so, too.
I think he's going to be a beast.
So my next bet is a two-leg parlay, and it's literally Gibbs over 45 rushing, which that's plus money right there. And I got under 56 points. Those two parlay together is plus 270.
Okay.
Which is not anything too crazy, but I'm trying to be calm.
I like that.
Another play that I have is Denver -4. I buy a football book every year where it tells me everything and anything I could possibly know about sports betting. One of the sections in that book is week by week power plays. For week 1, there's one play.
All right.
That one play is the Denver.
Really?
Denver Nuggets, the Denver Broncos to win.
Wow.
Which, swear to fucking God, if Russell Wilson makes them win by 3, I'm gonna I really don't like him.
I like Russell Wilson, but I think the issue he has is that
He's corny as fuck.
yeah, I think he's still a good player, but this is his last year of actually doing something, or else he's done.
He's just garbage.
Trade him. So yeah, I know. I'm just saying this is his last.
Who the
straw.
fuck throws the ball when you have money? Let's not get into
Whatever.
that. Let's not get into that.
Anything else you got?
So I've got another one. It's a 3-team parlay. I'm picking favorites because I'm me. Got the Ravens minus the 10. The Eagles on the money line because I don't think Bill Belichick's defense is bad enough to. It's also Bill Belichick, you know. I don't see. I think 4 is too much. The NFL works in 3s and 7s. So if there's anything that's like 4, 5, it's gonna be a little bit of a funny game.
Yeah.
Who did I just say? So the Ravens, the
Then you got
the Eagles money line,
and
then the Bears. Bears. I think the lines went down to -1, and that to me is just saying that people are hammering Green Bay. Everybody's thinking Green Bay. This is your boy. What's his name? Jordan Love's first start. I personally think this will be the game where the Bears say, "Hey, we haven't beaten these guys in damn near 10 years, probably more than that, but damn near 10 years. Let's, that other guy is now in New York. Let's clobber him." They got DJ Moore. They've got weapons. They have help for Justin Fields, who I don't think is a bad quarterback.
No, I think he's good. I think Justin Fields is good. I think now that they have DJ Moore, they'll be throwing the ball a lot, and their O-line's not bad. And he runs so well, so he's a threat for sure.
Dude, he's just shifty as fuck, man.
Do you want me to?
Yeah, bro. Let's see what you got.
So my main.
Wait, I'm sorry. Before I forget, Giants to win. Fuck the Cowboys.
Yeah, I love to hear that.
Go ahead.
I'd love to hear that. So I have the Lions plus 5.5 on the first leg, 3-leg parlay. So I think that game's gonna be close. I think the Lions are really good this year. I think they have a great O-line. Chris Jones isn't playing.
And Travis Kelce.
And Travis Kelce, potentially. So I think...
either way, he fucking hyperextended his knee. There's no way he's going to be out there running routes and everything with a bum knee.
Yeah, so even if he is playing, he's just going to be a decoy. He's not going to really get many receptions, probably. And then...
or they'll just run routes where they'll be like, hey, run 5 yards out and sit down.
Yeah, maybe. But I think they're going to dominate on the ground, though.
Yeah. Who else you got?
Then I got Browns plus 2.5. I think that game, the Browns might win, honestly.
They're playing Cincy, right?
Yeah, they're playing the Bengals. So I think the Bengals might actually have a rough first, game because I actually think the Browns are going to be decent this year. And I know that's tough for you to hear, but I do think they're going to be good. I think Deshaun Watson is going to be really good. I don't know why. And I don't care about any of the preseason stuff that, we've seen.
Either.
It's not a big deal to me, even if he didn't look too great in the preseason. I don't care. So I just think the Browns are going to be a lot better. I think they beat Cincy because they're home as well.
And Joe Shiesty is still a little hobbled.
Yeah. So, but I'm taking the plus 2.5. I'm not taking money line because you never know. It might come down to like a field goal game or something, or a 1-point game, hopefully. But anyway, so last leg is Patriots plus 4 against the Eagles. Again, I think the Patriots are going to be tough.
I should switch out my pick for the Patriots plus 4.5.
Yeah.
I think 4.5 is too much.
Yeah, it's plus 4. But the Eagles, coming off a Super Bowl loss, who knows how they're going to start. They could start rough this year. And I'm not saying they're going to have a bad year. I'm just saying the first week of the season is always up for grabs, first games. So I just think I think the Patriots might either take the game or barely lose to them. So yeah, I think that's a good 3-leg parlay. That's all I really have, or what I'm thinking about doing.
Yeah.
The rest of the games, Giants I do think are gonna win, but I'm just being biased as well. But I do think the Giants are improved. But we'll talk about that.
I would say, I will sit there and say with my fucking chest that the reason I think the Steelers are gonna win because I'm biased.
Yeah, I know. But let's talk about that Monday night game real quick, too, because I think that's probably the most interesting game of the whole week. I think Bills win, but I'm not just saying that because I don't like the Jets. I'm saying that because the Bills have Super Bowl aspirations that I think are even higher than the Jets this year. I think the Jets are putting a team together that, chemistry might not be there. Aaron Rodgers' first season with them. Just it has to build over time. They might not be ready.
Do you know what
first game?
Do you know what I
Bills are
saw the other day?
What?
Pro Football Index did their like percentage chance of all these teams going to the playoffs.
Yeah.
Miami has a better chance of going to the playoffs than the Jets do. And I don't think it's something where it's like
I'm not surprised.
where the Jets are like 25% and Miami's 27. No, I'm pretty sure Miami's like 33% chance.
I'm not surprised.
Could be wrong. Not going to sit here and bullshit you, but I'm pretty sure Miami. Plus, I've said it, and I'll say it again. My reason why I'm going with the Bills is simple. Aaron Rodgers always starts off slow. He's going to have to get time to get acclimated into the New York system and blah, blah, blah. And nobody's going to sit here with a straight face and be like, well, he's been there all off season. Yeah, Dick Ryder, why don't you jump on the hype train too? They don't have their offensive line. I don't give a fuck. Like the point you made the other day where you were like, oh, Aaron Rodgers gets the ball out quickly, so their offensive line. Yeah, but you have to understand, there's also aspects of football where you need an offensive line. Bro, if it's 3rd and 8, you need an offensive line to protect your quarterback for your receivers can get open. But
Definitely.
Besides the point, fuck the Jets. We're going with the Bills. Monday Night Football, under the
Bills,
lights.
Money line, hammer. Well, actually, let's see what the line is. So
last I saw, I think it was 2.
Bills are -2.5 right now.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm taking that -2.5.
I'm taking that money line.
Yeah, we'll see. I think it might change though by Monday. I think Bills might be at like -3 at that point. I think it's gonna go up a little. So we'll see. But yeah, those are. It's gonna be a good week. I like how there's a lot of divisional games first week of the season. A lot. And I remember years past, at least our teams, like we didn't usually play divisional games. Well, you're not, but Giants usually don't. So yeah, you want to get into our games then?
You want to talk about my game or your game first?
Since it's on top of our minds, let's talk about Giants first. So
all right, hold on, let me just fuck the Cowboys. Your team is not going to the Super Bowl. Dak Prescott is a shitty quarterback, and he's gonna throw. I'm gonna write it down on the board. He's gonna throw fucking 15.
Yeah. We'll see. So this is
now that that's out of the way.
All right. So this is my take on it. I think for the first time in probably since 2016, since the last time the Giants made the playoffs, I think, or besides last year, I think I'm not talking about last year. I'm just talking about since they were a legit team, like that had aspirations to go far. Last year, they didn't have the aspirations. It was kind of surprised they made the playoffs. But since 2016, I think they have the best roster they've had. And I think they're at the level of the Cowboys in terms of rosters this year. I think they're neck and neck. And you could argue that, but I'll give you some points.
This is where I have to say. I thought about this the other day, and when I was thinking about who I'm going to take in this game. To me, both teams have strengths and weaknesses. Obviously, it's a football team.
Yeah.
But there's other areas, like, for instance, you're not going to sit here and tell me with a straight face that the Giants have a better receiving core than the Cowboys. You're not.
Are you incorporating Darren Waller into that discussion, though?
Receiving core.
So, yeah, you are. Well,
before
we'll
wait,
into that.
before that.
No, my answer anyway is no, but anyway.
But
go ahead.
Giants have a better head coach. And I'm going to be the one to say it. Giants have a better quarterback.
Yeah.
Dak Prescott might have all these highlights and all these, touchdown of 40 yards and blah, blah, blah. But the one thing I've realized and something that I really very much respect about Daniel Jones, the guy doesn't turn the fucking ball over. The guy would literally rather take a 3rd down sack than throw it up for his receivers to. And don't get me wrong, sometimes that's warranted, but you'd rather live to see the next down.
Well, let me get into why I think they're similar in terms of rosters. First of all, defense. I think they're very similar in defense.
I think both teams have a top 10 defenses
top 10.
Easily.
I think
Dallas has a little bit more, but it's something where
Dallas
like
is
if the
probably
Giants,
top 5.
Yeah, if the Giants are like 7, I think the Cowboys are 6.
Maybe.
But that's just me.
Micah Parsons is by far the best probably second, maybe. You could argue him or Bosa as a second best or first best
You're going
player.
to sit here and say that to a Steelers fan when we have TJ Watt?
Oh, I forgot about
Anyway, continue your point.
I'm forgetting about players. But anyway, yeah, I think their defenses are very similar. Giants went ahead and got faster players. They have brand new corners. They're starting 2 rookie corners this year, which is crazy. But I think their defensive line is like top 5 in the league. They got a whole new linebacker core. Starting
same thing with the
safety.
Steelers, bro.
Yeah,
another similarity.
I mean, talk about like change from last year. Like Giants have improved so much on defense. Like
that's
so much.
That's all Brian Dable.
It is. I mean, it could be.
That's a great
their
thing.
GM Joe Shane. I would give it to him honestly. But still, it's honestly impressive to see who they've picked up. One guy I'm really interested in is Jason Pinnock. He's their new free safety. He was on the Jets 2 years ago. And he got cut by the Jets, and now he's their starting free safety. So
bet him to get an interception when they play.
And this guy's a dog, bro. Like he's a dog. He had a
gonna
pick.
Give him one.
He had a crazy pick in their in one of their practice sessions. Dude one-handed it right over, like Darren Waller was behind him. He picked it off right when Darren Waller was gonna grab it, like Odell style. It was crazy. I think he's gonna be awesome. So I think their secondary is gonna be really good. Because of their pass rush, their defensive line, I think Giants are going to kill it this year in terms of that. Offensive-wise, once again, a lot of great pieces they added.
Only thing you need is to just have one of your younger guys just establish himself. You don't need someone to just jump off the page at you and say, I'm the number 1 receiver. You just need a guy that if it's third down and Darren Waller is covered, you need a guy that Daniel Jones is comfortable enough to throw to. And yes, that's going to be Saquon Barkley.
See, you're talking as if he didn't have that last year. Because I still think he had Saquon. He still had Saquon. Yeah. He still has Saquon from last year, and Saquon's going to be better than last year. And I think their O-line is going to be a lot better. I know Evan Neal had problems on the right tackle. He was the rookie last year, rookie right tackle. He had some issues, but I think he'll improve. And now you got Darren Waller, who's such a mismatch, and he's going to get double-teamed probably if he starts going off in games.
You need a guy that's going to be able to eat while he's getting covered.
But I know you're worried about their passing game, but I think the Giants are a run-first team. They will be. If Saquon's on the Giants, they're a run-first team. I believe that. Daniel Jones also, he's a running quarterback. They're relying on the run to set up passing plays. That's just how the Giants are going to play. So if they stick to what they were good at last year, which is running the ball, getting the ball out quick, giving DJ options to throw that are open, protecting them, O-line needs to play well. They'll be great, dude. Like DJ's a legit great quarterback. He could run, throw well. Saquon behind him. They have so many weapons. I think they'll be awesome. So that's my take on it. I think they beat the Cowboys. We'll see. What?
My team has more weapons.
All right, go ahead.
Okay.
Let's talk about
I'm sorry. I wanted the Jet. I'm sorry.
Go for it. That's fine.
So
that's fine.
Let me think. I mean, like you said earlier, Giants got a whole new linebacking core.
Yeah.
Same thing with the Steelers. The Steelers got rid of everybody,
really,
except for one dude. I'm gonna butcher his first name because I only see Naismith, but I think it's like Alex Naismith or something like that. Yeah. Dude is one of them low key players that will, like when TJ was healthy, this guy wasn't a dog. This guy was a fucking problem.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I see the additions we make on the line. We got Broderick Jones. We've got a bunch of different guys that I do think will make an impact. But I think I've said this to you. I'm not really 100% sure when it comes to the Steelers, but there's one issue that I have with the Steelers. And it's not on the defensive side of the ball. Defense were good, period. We got the veterans, young guys, everything. The pieces make sense, all that. All that and a fucking bag of chips, salt and vinegar chips.
Okay. What's the problem then?
The problem is the age of the offense.
Too young, you think?
I think we're maybe, depending on how this season goes, I think we're about 1 or 2 seasons away from really being like they're gonna win their division type of shit.
That's how I feel about the Giants too.
Because I want it to just Kenny Pickett just got off of his rookie year. He's going to hit it. There's a thing. It's called the sophomore slump. All quarterbacks hit it.
Yeah, that's true.
Unless your fucking name's Tom Brady. But besides the point.
Or Mahomes.
That's true, too. But, it's just something where, God damn it, I lost it.
Go ahead. Just talk about the team.
He's young enough to the point where I think he's mature enough where he'll take that next step forward. But I do think there will probably be like a 3 or 4 week period where his play will just slightly dip. Plus, now that defensive coordinators have a year of film on him, they're going to play him a little bit differently.
You could say the same thing about Purdy, though.
Yeah.
Also, about the 49ers. So it might be a good matchup.
Also,
honestly, for you guys. Go ahead.
Yeah. The receiving core: Deontay Johnson, Pat Freiermuth, George Pickens, the other tight end that I always forget his name. It's like Darnell Washington or something.
Oh, the
like
guy
that.
they drafted this year? Yeah. He's a freak.
Young. They're all very young. Like I've told you this before, George Pickens has top 5 receiver in the league potential.
We'll see. I think, the hype's there. We just got to see it. Like, I don't like players getting hyped that big, though.
Do you see the fucking catch he made in Cleveland last year?
Right.
Okay, whatever. We won't.
Go ahead.
What, you don't want to sit here and talk about a receiver who made a career off of one catch?
Are you kidding me?
Who made one good catch his rookie year?
I'm pretty sure if anyone was to talk about Odell,
I'm busting your chops.
that would be you'd be getting into dangerous territory if you get into that discussion, bro. But anyway, that's gonna be a discussion one day.
Literally, about 9 months, we'll have that discussion.
Yeah, I'll be there for it when he's balling out for Baltimore.
Yeah, no.
1,000 yards
when he tweaks a hamstring week 3 and is out for 6 weeks.
Nah,
will
maybe.
Odell return this week? Find out on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. Anyway, either way, bro, I just say it to people like this. Throughout all the time I've watched the Steelers. Week 1, they are always prepared. They're always ready. Hell, you remember last season we beat Cincy by 3 after they just came off a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And we brought them to overtime.
Yep.
We had fucking Mitch Trubisky as our goddamn quarterback. Now, it's nothing against Cincy. We had Mitchell fucking Trubisky.
that dude's a bum.
We had him throwing the ball.
Yeah.
And we won.
Yeah. Anybody can win in the NFL.
Also, I see this game being like a 20-17 game.
Yeah.
Like, I see it being there's 1 touchdown scored in the first half because that's how good both defenses are. And I do think that it's kind of like what we were talking about earlier. Defensive coordinators now have film on Purdy and Kenny. And both of those coaches are good enough where they're going to say, hey, we're going to do this. Hey, we're going to do that. Hey, he likes to go over here. Stop him.
Sure.
You know?
I think either you guys are going to keep it close or the 49ers blow you out. I don't think there's any other scenario. I'm serious. Like close and win or close and lose, or the 49ers blow you out. I just don't see it being...
That's like 2 of the same coin, bro. That's like 2
No,
sides
it's
of the same
not because
coin.
you guys aren't going to blow them out.
You never know, man.
It's not going to happen.
Brock Purdy could throw 3 picks and have 2 of them taken to the house, man. Bro, we got a 38-year-old Patrick Peterson on our roster.
What's the line for this game?
3.5.
It's close. Yeah, that's actually pretty nuts. Where is it?
The line should tell you all you need to know about the Steelers on week 1.
It's 2.5 now.
And isn't it? It's at Heinz Field, right?
Yeah.
Or at Acrisure Park.
Yeah.
Fucking horrible name.
I know. No one's.
How the fuck do you get rid of Heinz, bro? That'd be like MetLife just being like, oh, yeah, we're going to be Saskatchewan fucking insurance or something like that. It's going to be called Saskatchewan Field. Who the fuck would want that?
I mean, if it wasn't MetLife, we'd be calling it something else, though. It's just companies that get the naming right.
MetLife is established.
It
Heinz
is.
Field is established.
It's true.
Plus, why are you changing it from a 4-letter word to a word that sounds like it has too many syllables?
It's stupid. I agree.
Bro, you know it's bad when the guy who has to announce it literally looks at the card and like double takes it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They were like, Accusure? And I was just like, sure.
Dumbest name.
Whatever, man.
I agree. It's a stupid name. Stupid stadium name.
Dumb names. But, yeah, I think that's all the bullshit we got for today for you.
Yeah, man.
So you know what, my people? We thank you again for joining us. This has been the Chow and Dimes podcast. Enjoy them football games, my people.
Win those bets.
And good luck on your bets as always. Stay
Yep.
beautiful. And I almost said something that I really should not have I should not say, but stay beautiful, and we will see you in the next
See you
episode.
next time.